likes of our own. Now, we left off with me exploring Harrow Castle. I've explored for the right side, not the left. There was a slight delay in starting because I got rained on the way home. And I need to drive. Sweet, delicious loot! I have been in here. You're gold. You were gold before. You're gold. You're way less tough than I thought you were going to be. Stairs, yes, please. Interesting. I did not know that room that out here. There's a lot of stairs. Geez, no wonder Link is so fit. If you have to drive up this many stairs every day to see the person you work for, then you'll be fit too. More stairs. Hey. Wahoo. Oh, that's just next. I'll pass. Retailer's diary. Yes, please. After meeting with the champions, I left to research the ancient technology, but nothing of note came from it. The return of Ganon looms, a dark force taunting us from afar. I must learn all I can about the relics, so we can stop him. If the fortune teller's prophecy is to be believed, there isn't much time left. Which fortune teller? Ah, the turning over these thoughts in my head puts me ill at ease. I suppose I should turn in for the night. P.S. Tomorrow my father is appointing him as my appointed knight. Drama queen. I set out for Goron City today to make some adjustments to Rodania. I recall feeling his eyes on me as I was walking ahead. The feeling stayed with me so long I grew anxious and wary. It is the same feeling I felt before in his company. And not a word passed his lips. I never knew what he's thinking, and it makes my imagination run wild. And the fanfiction, too. Guessing what he is thinking, but will not say. What has the boy chosen by the sword that seals the darkness think of me? Will they ever truly know? I suppose it's simple. Daughter of a royal family, yet unable to use sealing magic, he must despise me. Get over yourself, really now. I said something awful to him today. My research was going nowhere, I was depressed, and he kept following me, which is creepy. So I yelled at him. He seemed confused by my anger. It is literally his job, after all. I feel guilty, and that guilt only makes me more agitated. Ah! I'm unsure how to put today's events into words. Words so often evade me lately, and now more so than ever. Yet the fact I'm spewing them out onto the paper says otherwise. He saved me. Without a thought for his own life, he protected me from the Riga clan. I've been cold to him all this time, taking my selfish and childish anger out on him on every turn. Still, he was there for me. I won't ever forget that. Tomorrow I shall apologize. And then I'll try talking to him. Bit by bit, I've gotten Link to open up to me. Turns out he's quite a glutton. He can't resist a delicious meal. Or 10. So when I finally got around to asking why he's so quiet, I could tell it was difficult for him to say, while being immutable. With so much at stake and so many eyes upon him, he feels it necessary to stay strong and silently bear any burden. A feeling I know well. For him, it has caused him to stop outwardly expressing his thoughts and feelings. I believed him to be simply gifted who had never faced a day of hardship. How wrong I was. The burden of expectation. Everyone has struggles that go unseen by the world. I was so absorbed with my own problems I failed to see his. Because I am a princess, after all. I wish to talk with him more to see what lies beneath those calm waters, to hear him speak openly and freely. And perhaps I should actually, admit that I'm not perfect one day. Not today, though. Father scolded me today. He told me that I have nothing more to do with researching. He insisted that I instead focus on my training that will help me use my sealing magic. Even though I've been trying for, over a decade now. No, not good enough. I'm so frustrated and ashamed I could not even speak. I've been training for over a decade. Mother passed the year before my training was to begin. I lost not just a mother, but a teacher. She used to smile at me and say, "Zelda, my love, all will be well in the end. You can do anything, except be a protagonist. You must be the damsel." But she was wrong. Zelda 2 is coming, and I will be playable. Probably, maybe. Probably not. No matter how I will try or how much time passes, the sealing power is my birthright evades me. Tomorrow I journey with Link to the Spring of Power to train. But this too will end in failure. What is my curse? That's pessimism. I had a dream last night. Yes, that tends to happen. In a place consumed by darkness, a lone woman gazed at me, haloed by blinding light. I sensed she was super freaky. I don't know if she was a fairy or a goddess, but I was into it. Her lips spoke urgently, but I couldn't hear squat. Would I have hurt her if my power was awoken? Or was my dream simply my fear? I'm sure I will know the answer soon, whether I want to or not. Today I turn 17. That means this is the day I will finally be allowed to train at the Spring of Wisdom. When Link arrives, we will set out to Mataleneru. The other champions will accompany us. My father has not deigned to see me since he last told me off. Things are a bit tense. I've had a terrible feeling ever since I had that dream, though. No one would believe a failure of a princess, but right now, for no particular reason, I feel a strange sense of foreboding. Dun dun dun! Yeah, the stuff was about to go down. It does not take a genius to realize that. Princess Zelda's Dudley. Today I met with Impa of the Sheikah tribe and began my research into the ancient technology in earnest. Impa introduced me to Pura and Urabi, other respectable members of their tribe. Tomorrow I embark on an excavation. We hope to find ancient tech with which to operate the guidance stones. Today we uncovered some ancient technology that we believe might have the power to control the guidance stones. It It's rectangular, small enough to fit into my two hands. Sheikah text is featured prominently on it. It is made of an unknown material, possibly something called plastic, but we believe it is to be the same as the shrines scattered across the region. Impa proposed to me that I hold on to it for now, what with me being royalty and all. The relic we discovered has been named. We're calling it the Switch. We call it that because it can switch things on. We have not had any mention of a name for the subject so far, so Pura insisted we call it the Switch, as it is a switch that turns on the Sheikah stuff. It feels a bit on the nose to me, but it wasn't a fight I could win. We did it. We are able to restore some functionality to the Switch. We have discovered this Switch is capable of producing images, perfect likeness to things you pointed at, or completely fictional things. It's amazing. Unlike normal pictures drawn by hand, it's completely CG. I admire the accomplishments of human technology. Still, I know that we can do better. Switch Pro, after all. We believe the Sheikah slate may have a function that will allow us to control the guided stone. We must continue our research and quickly. We've started training the champions, they'll pilot to the divine beasts. This may sound rude, but Nifa mastered the controls with surprising ease. Daruk struggled, but eventually got the hang of it. Labosa and Revali were perfectly fine, not as good as Mifa, but fine. And I can see the light of hope in our fight against the calamity. Ruby has restored mobilities most of the Guardians as well. But there's a lot of them. Records mention a greater number, and other types. They're said to be stored in 5 giant columns resting beneath Hyrule Castle. Thing is, I can't find them. They must be buried deeply. Maybe they only appear when Ganon appears. Countless ancient structures are being discovered across Hyrule. But they lock the bastards. Recordings indicate that these are facilities designed to train the hero. But I'm a hero too. Maybe it only activates my blood. That's Pura's theory, and I concur. And yet Link says he's afraid of needles. Still, we must exhaustively investigate all means of opposing the calamity. We must not give up. I spoke with Pura about the Shrine of Resurrection we discovered. A miraculous building. Basically a stasis chamber that allows you to heal. In the war against calamity 10,000 years ago, did they need it, or did they just have it around to look fancy? I will remain uneasy until we have made adjustments in order for it to be fully working. I can only pray that even if Calamity Ganon returns, that we won't need such a backup plan. Yeah, he didn't wake me power in time. It's all on you. All of the criticisms and fears were well-founded. Hi, it's me, the one Prince Zidon left at the top of the tower. Name's Groove. In the end, I wasn't able to join up with Prince Zidon. Instead, I jumped. And then I came back here. I was deeply moved seeing my reflection as I dove in. Deeply moved. It is my observation that a person's true colors shine the brightest when they dive freely into the waters. Because, you know, fear of death makes your true personality show. Congratulations on the new Zora armor. You can climb a waterfall and get back with no time at all. If you don't mind me asking, could you show me your true colors as you dive into the water? Not on the first date. Oh, you know, that's fine. Radiant beauty! Now come back up here. Look at mountains, jeez. Fantastic. BOTW. Is that it? That's it! Zora Helm. I'm sorry, what? You have a finite amount of armor space? Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I honestly did not know that first of all the game would screw me. Second of all, that there's an unpatched armor cap that is smaller than the total armor cap in the game. And I still have pieces missing. I'm missing 2 full sets as well as that helm.
Hi. Oh.
So what I'm gonna do is I don't need all of these tunics. What I'm gonna do I'm going to showcase here and now each tunic, and then I'm going to sell the alternative green tunics. This is the tunic of time. It is showcased after the Ocarina of Time version of Link. Of Wind. The Toon Link found in Wind Waker, Spirit Tracks, and Phantom Hourglass. Twilight. Twilight Princess Link. Tunic of the Sky. Skyward Sword Link. It's similar to the Tunic of Twilight, except it's cleaner. Tunic of the Hero. This is the more traditional one, modeled after basically Link in standard games. I'm gonna keep Fierce Deity. And it breaks. It actually makes me pissed off at the developers that they have not fixed this with the standard version of the game. It's fine. Standard version plus amiibos, it's fine. Standard version plus DLC, it's fine. But if you have the dedication to go through every side quest, to go through every amiibo, and that took a lot of time, and to go through it and find every piece of DLC armor, they punish you. What the hell?
Oh. 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 Oh.
I'm honestly gutted.
Oh.
Sure, I wasn't planning on using
Oh.
the amiibo armor. It was there purely for collection purposes.
Ah.
But the fact
Oh.
that they screw you over like that,
Oh.
it
Oh.
is legitimately not fair.
Ah.
Admittedly, they may not have realized at the time, but there would have been people pointing out pretty darn quick. Worth it. Oh, kind of touches me, and as much as I want to touch back, I am slightly busy. This is actually the first time I've tried using the amiibos to assemble that armor. So I've never actually had all of the amiibo armor before. And now I will never have a full set of upgraded amiibo armor. Purely because of that one restriction. Penny is mine.
Oh.
When a dark light resides in the cursed statue's eyes, pierce its gaze to purge the seal from the shrine. I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna quickly go to Kilton and get one of the last armor sets that I can. Exchange for Mon, please. I need a lot more. So 1,000 more, in fact. So first of all, let's just confirm your inventory. An unprecedented piece of monster gear. Can't believe I was able to pull this off. I was a bit terrified of myself right now. The ultimate in monster camouflage. The Dark Series. You'll become a monster yourself. Might be like being hunted for your owns. Or you could, think about it like a costume. Oh yes, and when the night falls, you might be able to move a little bit faster. No tall hair came out that way, but I'm not complaining. Your current balance is much many. Now the dark set does look cool. But unfortunately, I have no immediate use for it. Oh. I'm gonna go upgrade some of my gear. That's gonna be an even longer process. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I need to set more center on. The camera's moving. I'll fix that later. Thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. I kind of did. And I'll see you tomorrow with more shrines and other such nonsense.